Have you ever thought about starting your own vegetable garden from scratch? Imagine the sense of achievement you'd feel as you watch the seeds you've planted sprout, grow, and finally bear fruit. Imagine stepping out into your own backyard and picking fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, or whatever else you've decided to grow. The joy of growing your own food is truly unparalleled. But it's not just about the joy, it's also about the practical benefits. Having a vegetable garden can significantly cut down on your grocery bills. Imagine not having to buy your vegetables from the store anymore. And then there's the satisfaction of knowing exactly where your food comes from, that it's free from harmful pesticides, and that it's as fresh as it can possibly be. If you've been considering starting your own vegetable garden, this video will guide you through the process step by step. So, let's get started on this journey of growth, nourishment, and self-sufficiency together. Before you start digging, it's important to plan your garden carefully. Embarking on this green journey involves more than just choosing which vegetables to grow. You'll need to consider several factors that can greatly impact the success of your garden. First off, consider how much sunlight your chosen area receives. Most vegetables require a minimum of 6 hours of sunshine each day. Next, evaluate the quality of your soil. Rich, well-draining soil is vital for healthy plant growth. You might need to enrich your soil with compost or organic matter to give your vegetables the nutrients they need to thrive. Now, let's talk about the vegetables themselves. Choose varieties that you enjoy eating and that are suitable for your climate. Consider their growth patterns too. Some vegetables, like tomatoes, require a lot of space, while others, like radishes, can thrive in tighter quarters. Remember, a well-planned garden is a successful garden. The next step is to prepare the soil for your vegetable garden. But before we dive into that, let's talk about the importance of soil testing. Knowing what's in your soil can help you understand what your plants need to thrive. You can buy a soil testing kit from your local garden center or online. Simply follow the instructions on the kit, and you'll get to know your soil's pH level and nutrient content. Now, let's talk about improving soil fertility. The key here is organic matter, like compost or well-rotted manure. Organic matter not only provides nutrients, but also improves the soil's structure, making it easier for plant roots to grow. Regularly adding compost or manure can dramatically improve your garden's productivity. Remember, healthy soil equals healthy plants. With a good soil base, your vegetables will have the nutrients they need to grow. So take the time to prepare your soil and watch your garden flourish. Now comes the exciting part, planting your vegetables. This is where the magic truly begins, and you get to see the fruits of your labor, or rather, the vegetables of your labor, take root. There are two main methods of planting, direct sowing and transplanting seedlings. Let's take a closer look at both. First up, direct sowing. This is as simple as it sounds. You plant the seeds directly into the soil of your garden. This method is ideal for vegetables like peas, beans, and radishes, which tend to grow quickly and don't like to be disturbed once they've sprouted. To direct sow, make a small hole in the soil, drop in a couple of seeds, and cover them up. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Next, we have transplanting seedlings. This method involves starting your seeds indoors in a controlled environment, and then moving them to your garden once they've grown into young plants. This is a great option for veggies like tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants, which need a longer growing season and can benefit from the head start. Just be gentle when you transplant them, because their roots are still delicate and can be easily damaged. When it comes to the timing of planting, this can depend on the specific vegetable and your local climate. As a general rule, cool weather crops like lettuce and broccoli can be planted in early spring, while warm weather crops like tomatoes and cucumbers should be planted after the last frost date in your area. Once your vegetables are planted, their care is crucial. Regular watering is a must, but be careful not to overwater. Too much water can lead to root rot and other diseases. Also, be vigilant about weeding. Weeds compete with your vegetables for resources, so keep them in check. Lastly, don't forget to feed your plants. A balanced organic fertilizer can provide your veggies with the nutrients they need to grow strong and healthy. Remember, patience is key. With the right care, your seeds will soon sprout into healthy plants. So take a deep breath, Enjoy the process and watch as your garden comes to life. Once your vegetables are planted, it's important to maintain your garden regularly. Like all living things, plants need care and attention to thrive. Watering, for instance, is a fundamental aspect of garden maintenance. Depending on your climate and the type of vegetables you've planted, you may need to water daily or every other day. Make sure the water reaches the roots where it's most needed. Weeding is another crucial task. Weeds compete with your vegetables for nutrients, water, and sunlight. Regularly pull out any unwanted plants to keep your vegetables growing strong. Finally, let's talk about protection. Your garden is a paradise for pests and diseases. To keep them at bay, consider using organic pesticides and regularly check your plants for signs of disease. If you spot anything unusual, act quickly to prevent it from spreading. With regular maintenance, your garden will flourish and provide you with a bountiful harvest. Starting a vegetable garden from scratch may seem daunting, but with these steps, it can be a manageable and rewarding process. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We began by planning our garden, taking into consideration the space, sunlight, and the types of vegetables we want to grow. Next, we moved on to preparing the soil, ensuring it had the right nutrients and composition for our chosen veggies. Once the soil was ready, we delved into the exciting part, planting our vegetables. We discussed how to plant each type, taking into account their specific needs and growing patterns. Finally, we explored maintaining our garden, including watering, weeding, and pest management. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a destination. It's about learning, growing, and savoring the satisfaction of harvesting your own produce. So, are you ready to start your own vegetable garden? With a bit of patience and effort, you'll soon be